Hello fellow RVers. Once again you have Gary here, Sharon behind the camera. Rough Road RV Life, we like looking at freedom. Where has freedom brought us? Georgia. Fort Gaines is the city. Cottonhill Park Campground is the campground. It's a Corps of Engineer park. Has a boat ramp and camping, as you can see on the sign. So we've got a boat ramp and 3 loops to show you. And then in a follow-up video, we'll be showing you some of the excursions that we did around the area. So, without further ado, let's go review. Well, look at there. There's the check-in station. This check-in station, you got to move to the right to check in. Through traffic is to the left there, and you have to stop when you exit the park too, so they can look at your little mirror hanging tag.
Campground fees $22 to $28 a night. Full hookups here, folks. Dog park. Love this dog park. It's the largest dog park we have seen in our travels the past 3 years. Lots of room for the pups to run.
That's 2 separate fenced-in runs.
And there's a water fountain there for the dogs and the people, a trash can, and doggy bags. And it's within walking distance to from our campsite. Fish cleaning station and dump station. It's a double dump station.
Yeah, you can dump coming in or leaving, but you also have sewer at your site, so.
This is a large park. How many sites are there? Do you recall?
Well, I'm thinking 104.
Dumpsters. Another cool feature of this park is, typically speaking, I think, yeah, there's only a few areas where you have campsites on both sides of the road. And a lot of these sites are waterfront, as you will see.
One thing that's not permitted here are electric bicycles.
Yes. As we learned, it's like our first time we were going to really get to check out the electric bike. Nope. It's on the no-no sign.
All vehicles have to be licensed, tagged, and insured.
Exactly. But that's all right. There's a bike trail nearby that's 7 miles round trip that does allow electric bikes. So we got to check that out. It's called the Phenomenal Trail in the George T. Bagby State Park nearby. Just like 2 miles up the road. Beautiful.
So the Old Mill Road sites 1 through 50, which is the loop that we're in, all the sites will be on the right-hand side.
Which makes the camera person very happy.
There are no lefty sites. And the speed limit is 10 miles an hour.
So right here to our left is a trail, a nature trail that goes up in the woods. Very scenic. No ticks, folks. And it's about 1 mile long. And it goes by a couple of water features. A lot of parking also on the left, I suppose, for guests and boats and extra vehicles.
Now what I would like for you to take notice of is the angle of descent when you're backing into these sites. They do sort of level out once you get to the bottom, but getting to the bottom, you might scrape.
Okay, here's 3. Okay, that one is not too bad. 4 right there. We're kind of on the Sandy Creek side.
See that angle?
Lake Eufaula. Site 6. But the sites have plenty of space, nice water views, and you can walk right down to the water.
And this is our site, and my tow hooks in the back of my RV did hit the ground when I backed in.
There's some nice scrape marks, but they weren't the first scrape marks. So there's our little happy home right there on the water.
But it did level out. We didn't have to use any levelers.
Yep. Okay, just going on around. There are so many sites here. We're just doing a drive-by to show you because it would probably take 2 hours to point out each site.
And you will notice there's parking on the other side.
That one you can see scrapes. Looks like some scrapes on the concrete. I don't know if the video shows it, but there's what Gary's talking about. A lot of extra parking for you boat folk. That was
Boats,
site 12.
trailers, whatever.
Yeah. Now they have these nice little one-way loops here that are off the main road. So here's one little loop that goes down and has some campsites right down on the water. This one is a pull-through, but
And I'm pulling through.
right. So just to give you an overview, this is nice and level, and there's your view from this site.
Site 23.
Is a pull-through overlooking the water. Gorgeous. There are a few pull-throughs in here. Most of them are back ends. And that one,
Or should we call them scrape ends?
scrape ends. But some are flat, like this one is. Right here. This one is site 21 there. So it's very windy today. So I'm trying not to catch the wind noise. So just past 26 right there. Huge sites with sewer, 50 amp. We are happy campers. Okay, looking over here to our left, there is a laundry house and a bathhouse for this area.
There's overflow parking, once again.
Old mill loop. There's a pull through. 32. So this is a Monday. There were a lot more people here over the weekend. 36 right there. Passing 37. But all along the water. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Army Corps Park. And again, even though there's not a lot of brush between the sites, you definitely have your own space. There's a lot of scrapes on that one. We just passed one that was quite drastic, and it's like straight down, but then they do have it, you know, where it levels off, but it's the straight down that gets you, especially if you have a lower vehicle. Go 47 right there.
And this loop ends at 50, but the loop continues back on around to the guardhouse.
Right. So I think it's about 1.5 miles if you want to walk your dogs around this loop. Plenty of grassy areas. And if you want to stop and run in the dog park, we'll actually pass that on our way back around and on to our next loop. Okay, on to the next loop. Marina View, a smaller loop. Oh, is anybody missing a kitty?
It's called a cat.
Oh, I hope that's not a camper kitty. It's a pretty black kitty. How many of you travel with a cat? We saw one the other day chillaxing on the dash of the RV. Okay, here's Old Mill Road. We just went around that one. That is our loop. And we're going to Marina View.
Marina View sites 51 through 71.
Here we go. Marina View, I believe, does have a handful of inside loops. Has a lot of pull-through loops.
51.
51. 52. Well, this area really is cleared out. This was full on the weekend. 53. Nice little pavilion down there.
Playground.
Yeah, nice playground. Monkey bars. Merry-go-round.
Now our loop, Old Mill Loop, does not have a playground.
No. 56. So in front of us are more campsites. There's a pull through to our left.
There's Lake Eufaula.
And if you look straight across there, you can see the marina. That's at George T. Bagby State Park. They have cabins, a lodge, but no campground. And they have the marina, of course.
They do have a marina store, but it's only open 2 days a week.
Yes. Site 60 and a mockingbird. 61. Bathhouse is to our left. Bathhouse, and there's a washer and dryer in there as well. But we have full hookups, so we are making use of Rough Roads washer and dryer combo. No need to traipse to the laundromat, right?
Right.
We like that.
Which we have done.
Okay, according to the map, there's a lot of pull-throughs. Where are these pull-throughs at? That's what I want to know.
There was one sitting up on the hill back there. We went on the down loop.
Yeah, but look, it shows 52, 53, 54, 55, 56 are all pull-throughs. Those,
Yeah.
they're pull-throughs.
They're
Okay.
pull-throughs.
All right, so yes. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, all pull-throughs.
And you
all
will be
pull-throughs.
facing the water.
Yes. Okay, and the last loop is Pine Island. Pine Island has all the sites on the water's edge, none on the other side.
And there's also a swim beach
Yes.
in this loop.
Pine Island is 72 through 104. I love that you've got all this space where you can just walk your dog. Nice shady areas. Playground straight ahead. And going to the right, all the sites are on one side here. So we'll show you a little bit more in depth as we make the loop down here to come back this way. On the very end down here is a primitive camping sites. So you park and you just go put your tent up right by the water. It's so cool. Here's 104. Primitive camping site. They do have electric. Sorry, tent sites. Shared water. And there is 101.
And the beach.
Good view of the beach from here. This truck always had a fishing pole in it. And more sites, 100 right there for all you tent campers. Really cool.
So this loop has a beach and a playground.
And we haven't seen anybody swimming at the beach. It is closed, we are told. There were a lot of kayaks out there the other day. Nice large sites, some of them overlooking the beach area. 91 is right there. 90. And we're going backwards. 89. Nice place. little hilly around here. It's very nice.
There is a restroom across the street right now.
Right. Similar to the other bathhouses. Also has laundry facilities. $80, $79. Nice deep sites.
And these sites are not angled. You can just back in these like normal.
Yeah, these are probably the flattest sites. And that's our last one right there, 72. And then this is just the road out of this little loop.
Up here to the right will be the boat ramp.
Some water over there. With all this water around, you would think there would be more mosquitoes than there are. There are mosquitoes here and there, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't even sit outside.
Yeah, there's an occasional one.
We sit outside a lot because it is that lovely here and the weather is perfect.
They do have the loaner life jacket program here at the guardhouse if you need a loaner life jacket. Boat trailer parking, and I have seen a lot of pontoon boats.
Yes. So there you go. Boat ramp, dock. We are just a few days into our visit here, so kayaking is on my list of things to do. It's been a little breezy for kayaking.
Single ramp. And Lake Eufaula here is a reservoir lake.
So pretty. Very pretty.
Well, 3 loops and a boat ramp.
Right. And check out the woods. For all you folks who like the mountains, you get a little mountain fix here too. Right, Mr. D?
For all you folks that like mountains.
There's a few little ups and downs. We went bike riding on the Phenomenal Trail and we had a few hills. It was fun. Overall, over the course of 7 miles. And then we had a wonderful lunch at Boondock Fish House in the lodge there at George T. Bagby State Park.
Which is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's also a golf course nearby.
Yes, there's a golf course across the street and $5 to park there at George T. Bagby and use the because that's where the trailhead is, one of them for the bike.
Although you could park
trail
at the other end and not pay nothing.
You could. The other end of the Phenomenal Trail is at the East Bank, not to be confused with the East Bank where we were at last week, but East Bank day use area for Lake Eufaula.
It's right there at the levee, and there's a little kiddie pond there, and like a turnaround.
Beautiful, beautiful bike ride. Okay, we're back on our loop, heading back to Rough Road and the dogs and the rest of our day.
And we do like these sites. I do not consider these howdy neighbor sites.
No.
They are staggered, and you're not looking at each other's slide out.
And all that being said, we've met a couple of nice neighbors around here.
Well, on this loop anyway. I think they're all pretty good though.
Yes. Here we are. We'll give you a closer view of Site 9 in a moment.
If I can back in without scraping. So, we are backed in, back to our site. Got our Rough Road shirts on, Teespring. This is our campsite. So as you can see, they give us this table. We have a fire pit. View of the lake. Lantern hanger. Oh, this is our kayak. It's a 12-foot Dorigo. Wilderness Systems, I believe. Anyway, that's my fishing rods. In case you people want to know, I carry two 5'6" fishing rods, an 8-footer, which comes apart in 4 pieces. I carry a 12-foot surf casting rod and a 14-foot cane pole. That's my stuff. Got our picnic table, our little sitting area. Got our table here. It's got cup holders underneath. It's an Alps Mountaineer. It's Amazon. Wife just picked this up at Walmart. It's got a cooler built in it.
But I like the flowers.
She likes the flowers. That's my over heavy duty one. My fishing chair broke, so I was in Dollar General. They had one there for $10 and I bought it, and that's what I got. That's supposed to handle 250 pounds.
That is his fishing chair / footrest.
More of a footrest than a chair. So
there's trees here at our site for our hammock.
Yep. Wise Owl.
Wise Owl, and I have the screen for it and the tarp. I have kayak camped in it. Love it.
It just wraps around you like a glove.
Or you can just sit there and swing.
Yep.
I got those things from Amazon, and they're heavier than I would want for backpacking, but perfect for camp and kayak camping. And folks, I have done yoga right out here, and let me tell you, it is a most beautiful place, a meditative spot to do yoga.
And on the other side of the RV, there's just that's your water connection, 50 amp service, and there's sewer.
Mm-hmm.
And we like full service. As far as this park goes, 104 campsites, 3 loops, boat ramp. Verizon service is touchy.
Works, but you will have to utilize patience.
Yes. When I say Verizon service, the phone works fine, messaging works fine. We're talking about like the internet part of it.
Right. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you just need to be patient.
With it. Great place. It's got the nice dog run. It's got the hiking trail that goes the inner loop of this outer paved loop. And of course there are things to do nearby, which we're going to do a separate video on that. This is just the campground video.
Right, and if you're wondering what those are, Providence Canyon is 45 minutes away. Beautiful area to visit. The Kolomoki Mounds is 18 miles away, and a lot of history there in the museum. And also in Eufaula are antebellum mansions, I guess you would call them.
I was told the old governor's mansion is there because the governor of Alabama used to live there once, and my neighbor, who's a local, said that the movie Sweet Home Alabama was filmed in that mansion. That's some of the stuff I was told.
Right, so we're going to check that out. And of course, George T. Bagby State Park across the way there, the bike trail. Just a lot to offer to keep you busy here. Oh, and kayaking and fishing.
So, I guess we're going to wrap this up now. All of our links to all this stuff that we talked about will be in the bottom. And we would like for you to like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us on our 2021 journey. So, we like looking at freedom. We hope to see you on the road sometime. Safe travels. Take care.
So that is the hill, the incline right there. Crossing fingers, he's going to try to angle it so we don't have a scrape. And it's great. So, this is what you see on all the sites around here, right there. We're not the only one. Goodbye, Site 9.